to not even to front with you guys. I got afraid. I got scared. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I have to shift my perception, because I know that this is a place that I can go in darkness really, really easily, because I've been here before. Hey y'all, peace and balance. Your girl Mystique Moon here. Hey little stars, what's up y'all? So y'all listen, as you can see, I'm back home. I'm in my home oasis. Usually I'm out in nature, but being that I'm 8 months pregnant, y'all, the energy to get out of bed, let alone get all my stuff packed up, it just took a lot out of me that I don't have. But this message has to get through. And I also want to add that there's good energy in my house. Like, my house is protected always. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, and I hope that you are too. If not, by the end of this video, I guarantee you will too. That leads me to the message that I have for you guys about coming out of a place of darkness by shifting your perception. I know that there are so many people that talk about manifestation. There are so many people that talk about attraction and all this stuff. And while all of that is good, because I do 99% of those things, which I'm going to talk about a little of it in this video. Sometimes it takes a little bit more than just understanding about, attraction and doing affirmations and all those things. It takes a little bit more than that. Some people pain run a little bit deeper. Some people past how they perceive life, how they even look at life is a little more complicated than others. And it may not be as easy to come out of a place of darkness. I sure know that it was not easy for me to come out of my place of darkness and just to be where I am in this moment, living it, loving my now version, living in the best version of me. You know, it wasn't a cakewalk. And those are the people who I want to talk to. I want to talk to you guys who have been in a place of darkness, lost, in a place of sadness, in a stuck place, mentally and, spiritually, emotionally. I want to talk to you guys because there is a way to come out of that place of darkness. There is a way to shift your perception. Now, I do got my notes, y'all, so I'm going to be looking down, okay? But what does that unlock in you, okay? When you're in a place of darkness, shifting your perception is the key. Now, there is a process in order to shift your perception. They might try to make you think that all you have to do is think good thoughts, and then that shifts your perception. Well, I tried that and it didn't work. It took more than just think good thoughts, because after you've lived so long in that place of darkness, if it was that easy to just think good thoughts, you would have did it a long time ago, and also, people would like you to think that that shift can happen immediately. I want you to know that it takes time. It takes time, and it takes real effort in order for you to come to a place where you can shift your perception, but it is possible. Like, a lot of us have been through a lot of childhood trauma. And if that's where your story begins, it didn't take you 2 years to get that. It took you your childhood up until this place to get to this place of darkness. And it's not going to take you just like that to shift that perception. So I urge you not to feel discouraged when people make it seem like it's easy or it takes just a magical moment, because I don't think that that's true. Rather, that's not my reality. It's taking some work. It also helps you defeat that depression, that sadness. Defeat it. Will it go away? Absolutely not. The tides are going to always swing. But in knowing these keys, having these tools up under your belt will definitely help you defeat the depression, the sadness, help you come out of that place of darkness. And it also helps you actively manifest your desires. And I'm not lying to y'all, and I'm gonna give you an example of that. How it happened to me just recently. This process does it. It kills procrastination so that you can begin to actually be active in every part of your life. Procrastination was my killer. I hated procrastination, and there are times where I know I'm in a procrastinative state. Procrastinative. I don't know if that's the word, but there are times where I'm in a place of procrastination. Ooh, that sounds better. Okay, so and then but I'm nice to myself. I'm nice to myself. I used to beat myself up so much because I'm not doing something, I'm not being active. Well, that sometimes is not procrastination, y'all. Sometimes is allowing things to happen. So that is how coming out of a place of darkness. That's what these tools that I'm going to give you on this video will help you do. Now, my story, right? When I had first found out that I was having another baby, as you guys know, this is my number 4. Okay, and it's a girl again, know what I'm saying? But like I had so many different thoughts about it. I wanted to be excited, but this came at my peak, when I was like killing the game. I'm telling you guys, I had a mission. And when I tell you that everything that I had manifested was starting to come and come and come, I didn't really know that this was a part of my manifestation until I actually sat down. There are moments in life where you have to take moments to yourself and just tap into your higher self. You have to sometimes close off the world, not in a depressive way, but in an intentional way. After I just closed out the world, I was able to understand a little bit clearly why it had to happen in this moment. But before then, I was a wreck. I'm talking about I was a hot mess. I didn't know whether I was coming. I didn't know whether I was going. All this work that I put in, it halted. And for the last maybe 2 or 3 months, I've been at a standstill place. Knowing what I know, I knew that this is not my usual vibration. I know that this is not where I am. So I was able to embrace it a little more gracefully, as I've done before. Before, I would have been losing my mind, you know. And so I applied these things that I'm about to tell you, and I was able to manifest $21,000 from my bed. I did nothing but this mental work, okay? I allowed these things to flow, and that's what happened to me. Okay, and so a lot of my biggest worry of my stability, since my finances started to be weird, I'm gonna just say be weird. Since my finances started to be weird, I was worried about my stability. How was I going to live? How was I going to be stable? I'm pregnant and I have 3 girls, and I'm not married or anything like that. So I got really afraid, you know, to not even to front with you guys. I got afraid. I got scared. And I'm like, no. I have to shift my perception, because I know that this is a place that I can go in darkness really, really easily, because I've been here before. So once I allowed myself to receive that message from Spirit, and I said, you know, my perception is my reality. How I perceive this situation to be, it's going to determine the outcome of it. And I stopped beating myself up day in, day out. I stopped rejecting what Spirit was trying to show me. I stopped rejecting the lessons. I stopped rejecting the healing that was supposed to be taking place in this moment. And I accepted it all. And now I'm good. I'm not at 100, you know, but I'm working myself back up to that place. And I want to talk to you guys about how I got there. You know, God is about to unlock something in me that is going to make me so much better, and that is the healing process. So I had to begin the healing process. There are times where I know I'm in the healing season, And let me tell y'all something, healing comes in waves. There's going to be moments where you've taken time and you've beat that dragon of healing and you've conquered some things that has been in your past, and you're doing good, and then all of a sudden there's another wave and there's something else to heal about. You know, it's levels to this shit, I promise you, when it comes to healing, y'all. And you're not going to get it done all in one time. Well, one thing that I've learned, y'all, is when you begin to do your research on yourself and heal certain things from your past, your whole thought process begins to change. I know mine certainly did. One of my biggest challenges was men. My fight with men, my relationships with men, how my past have been with men, how my present is with man. Like literally, that has been one of the biggest healing stages of my life. And now I think so differently, and it's all in a positive way. I knew that I was the common denominator when it came down to relationships, my relationships that I've had. And I know that I had to fix that. I had to fix me in order for me to attract the mate that I want to attract. I had to heal that part of me so I can come out of that place of darkness. Now my perception on relationships is completely different. So begin that healing process, you guys, and then shift your focus. When I was in my place of darkness, all I can think of was sadness. All I can think of was despair. All I can think of was the lack that I had, or didn't have rather. And that kept me in the dark. And it's tough. It's a marathon when you're having those battles with your thoughts, and you're focusing on all that you lack, or all that you could have done, or all that you don't have. It's a marathon, but that's where the work come in. You have to be ready for the challenge. Allow yourself to, maybe most of the day I'm having these dark thoughts, but I'm going to choose one good thing to focus on. And even if I have to write it over and over in a notebook, even if I have to plaster it on my mirror in my bathroom, even if I have to create affirmations to say it over and over in my head until I can believe it myself, then that's what I have to do. I have an alarm on my phone, and one of my alarms that goes off every single day, Monday through Sunday, is, what are your thoughts? Focused thoughts. That's what I do. You can take that and run with it if you like. But I have a reminder every single day to bring me back to my thoughts, because that's just how dangerous focusing on those low vibrational thoughts is for me. I know, because I've been depressed. I've been in a place of sadness and darkness. So I need constant reminder to shift my thoughts. Allow the process. I almost lost my thought. You allow the process to happen. Take your time mentally. As I said earlier, if you're battling childhood trauma, which a lot of us are, it didn't take you a week or a month or a year to get where you are. It didn't take you a week, a month, or a year to develop those negative thoughts. It's a buildup of time over time over time. And then what happens is we continuously make decisions that add to the struggle. And you wonder why all this time you can't seem to win. All this time you can't seem to progress. You can't seem to manifest. Well, those are what we call blocks, people. Those are blocks. And in order to clear those blocks, you have to take time and do the work. It is possible to come out of place of darkness and to shift your perception, which makes everything look different, feel different, and genuinely be different. You guys, when I told you that I manifested $21,000 out of my bed over the last probably couple months, that wasn't a lie, but it wasn't easy either. I had to allow that abundance to flow in, and it was not easy. In fact, when it happened to me, because I used to have that mindset of nothing good ever happens to me, and it never did happen to me until I said, you know what, good things can happen to me if I allow them to. And when it did, I was still shocked. You know, I was still like, wow, You know, God is allowing things to flow to open up that floodgate of abundance. I had to respect it and receive it. So I hope you guys can receive that message. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, hit your girl up, leave a comment below. Oh, and if you have not subscribed to She Sound Off, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Lastly, of course, I want to end by saying that self-preservation is the first law of nature. Love yourself before you love anything and anybody else in this world. And remember that you are divinely protected. So it's okay to lead with your heart. They'll tell you not to lead with your heart, but you can lead with your heart. Everything else will follow. Until next time, you guys, make sure you subscribe and peace out. I love you so much. Bye-bye.